We got our hands on Klein's newest release in screwdrivers, 32306 INS. Features 1 and 2 Phillips, 1 and 2 square, 3/16 and 1/4 inch flathead. They also feature the thinness of the screwdriver. I don't think it's relevant for how short this blade is for thinness, but it is appreciated in certain scenarios. I think it'd be really cool if they didn't worry too much about fitting all the blades that fit in this in the back here. I think I speak for everybody. If they made screwdriver shafts slightly longer that just were in your tool pouch that you could pop in and out of this thing, I think that would also be the next big thing. So if they can make longer shafts for this, Klein, hopefully you're listening. And by the way, we're late to the party here. We don't help Klein sell tools directly. When I show you a tool that's awesome and you guys happen to buy it, I guess I am directly helping Klein sell tools. I help Klein make tools. So hopefully they're listening when I say you can make longer shafts, and I think that people would buy the longer shafts just like we have for years with this thing. This is a true gem. If we were to wind up with something comparable with a nice skinny shaft like this, that was long like this screwdriver would be not just limited to shorter applications. Let's get this thing open. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, my first impression. Maybe we'll test it out or do something. That is a very sharp blade. I forgot how sharp that was. Okay, so it's got the bit carousel, which uses that control screwdriver kind of feel to it. That's pretty awesome. The handle is the perfect thickness, if that makes any sense, I would say. Klein has so many different sized handles with a lot of their different drivers. You never really know which one you're going to wind up with. The screwdriver handle is a in-between between the thickness of this screwdriver, the 15-in-1, which is great, but it's got the length of the larger hollow nut driver, which is pretty awesome. To be honest, I was concerned that this handle was not going to be huge, but I'm really, really happy that they did the right thing and made this screwdriver probably the best size that Klein could have given it. I love how the front spins here and the back also spins here. It reminds me of some other screwdrivers, which we're going to pull out and compare here in a second. This screwdriver coming in at $40 is awesome. I think it's really impressive for the price already in my hand. The grip is perfect. The control screwdriver aspect here, and then this also spinning freely, makes this actually amazing. There's two other screwdrivers that do this. I'm going to say that the Klein does it better than both of these already. So this is a $100 Mega Pro. This spins very nicely. This spins, and you unlock and lock it in like this. So this one here, you're actually holding in compression together. And you can see where, if you're trying to use this, you can see where you'd be pulling back this way. So it's good that this one slides forward to keep your bit maintained. I'll show you right now. So we're using this right now, the bit stays in. That's great. What's not great is when the Weehaw does it. And the Weehaw, you pull it backwards to lock your bit. So you're using this thing, it feels pretty good, but then when you're using it, you accidentally dislodge your bit. And out it goes. So the Weehaw is out. This is an $80 screwdriver, completely out of touch. This is extremely delicate. I've broken these before. All you gotta do is just drop them and they are toast. So we were left with this thing, spending $90 plus on a screwdriver. So this is a very welcome addition. Now, one really cool thing this screwdriver has that no other screwdriver that I've ever seen has is the quick insert mechanism. And that's the thing that sets this thing apart from the competition completely. Honestly, it's really, really impressive how they've done that. They got some ball bearings in there. It just automatically grabs in there. The tips on it, if they're anything like these tips, we won't know for a while. But if they're anything like these tips, you can see how much I've worn on these tips. It's going to be a great screwdriver. We got the carousel of the bits. The Phillips is nice and parallel there. It's not a Phillips, it's a #1 square. The #1 Robertson is very parallel. The bits just slap right in there. #1 Phillips. Fairly pointy there, I'm not going to lie. That is coming to a pretty big point, but a #1 usually does have a big point. So #2, this looks like the proper shape. And then we got the hollow ground sizes. Look at that. That almost reminds me of a vessel. That is absolutely beautiful. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When we look at the vessel, we get nice long flats on our vessel. Look at the length of that. See, I've already twisted this vessel, but it remains still fairly in shape. This bit here, just beautiful. And they fit in. They don't really fight you when you pop the bits back in. They have good retention in and out. They snap right in there. This is actually a really impressive set. Look at the flat there. That's a great looking flathead. Now with the arrow and the grip on the screwdrivers, time will tell. The thing about Klein screwdrivers is that they have a warranty, and we should be able to return these to the place that we got them from, whatever store. And they should honor if your grip slips, if your tips fail, if your hardened teeth fail, get rounded over, whatever happens, Klein has a very good warranty. So keep that in mind. And the ASTM F1505, 1000 volt. So this is a fully rated screwdriver. I've been to Klein's factory. I've seen how they test their screwdrivers for 10,000 volts and then rate them for 1,000. This feels awesome. The grab, it feels more cushiony than regular cushion grips do. It's the right size so you're not just completely closing your hand to get a grip. When you purchase this thing, it's like you just grab it and it feels really, really solid. Let's see how it fits on some devices. Here is the number 2 Phillips here. Can we tighten this screw? There's a brand new switch, by the way. Can we completely tighten this screw to where we strip it out, or is the head going to slip on this? Let's try on this one. Let's try the original here. Does this screwdriver fit? Can we get a little bit more on it? We cannot. Let's try what I think is probably the best shapes in the industry. This is why I love this 15-in-1 screwdriver. It's strictly for the bits. And you know what? I got a P2R2 on here that we can try. But for now, we're going to use our ball grip here with this shape. Let's see if we can get a little bit more on this. See what we need down here. These definitely have a little bit better of a shape. But all in all, I don't think it's going to matter. Let's pull out a flathead quarter. Pull it forward, yeah. See if we can tighten this anymore. That screw might just... So you know what? The switches seem to be pretty well built. Let's try out a receptacle. Let's go back to the number 2 square, which will be right. Let's see how tight we can get a receptacle. Brand new receptacle. I don't like to waste devices, but it's the only way to know what the grip is like. You can tighten these things unbelievably tight. The cushion itself feels really good as you use it. The grip does. You can see it coming into play here with this staying still. We're tightening up the receptacle. This stays in my hand. This feels really good. There goes a crack from the receptacle. Let's try the tip here from the 15-in-1. See how much tighter we can get it. I would say that the tips are pretty comparable when it comes to the leverage before they cam out. That is incredibly tight. How about the ground screw? The ground screw loves to cam out. How does it fit on the ground screw? Nice and solid. That's a very well shaped screwdriver. Let's try the number 1 square. The number 1 square, of course, is for devices. Got to have a number 1 square. It's going to fit right there. Can we get any more? Can we get any more on the ground? We can a little bit. We can loosen the ground, tighten it back up. Number 1 square also fits on these little device screws. Let's try this one. Let's try the P2R2 on the Klein. I would love for Klein to make us a P2R2. If we come here, watch the difference. We're going to tighten this up. This is basically a square, a number 2 Phillips, and a number 1 square. Number 2 and 1 square. Built in one. You can see where it's rolling over there. How much tighter can we get this? Not much. Actually, none at all. So P2R2 completely bottoms it out. My initial thoughts on this screwdriver is it is a knock out of the park. There's one more thing we need to test. It's the usability of the screwdriver itself. I love that quick insert. I'm going to show you why it's so nice to have a screwdriver that spins on the back. So we're just going to screw these in by hand. Good fit, the tip there. I'm going to put it right here. That feels really good. The grip, like you can almost see like where I'm like denting. I'm telling you, there's something strange about this grip. It is very cushiony. I've never felt a Klein screwdriver like this. It's almost like there's air behind it, man. It is very comfortable. They call it a cushion grip. This is a cushion grip. We can do this all day. This is a very impressive screwdriver. Lots of leverage there. Watch this. We're not even trying yet. Now we are. This one out. You know, it's pretty early, but this might be my new favorite screwdriver. And even like this, with the kind of what I would call control screwdriver portion of this, where this spins in the back of your hand, Even holding it like this, I get a little bit of turn there like this, maintaining contact with the screwdriver to grab another one. So it never actually really leaves my hand. I really like this screwdriver. Tip on that. Now what usually happens, little P2R2 action here. This is the P2R2. What usually happens is you gotta let go slightly to get another purchase on the screwdriver. Or if you're just in beast mode, you can just spin it with 2 fingers like this. But for the most part, you gotta let go of the screwdriver and then re-grab. This right here feels amazing in your hand. Really impressive right there. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this. The grip is different. It's something special. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to use this every day for everything. We're going to do everything to this, and we're going to torture test this real world. I open up probably 20 cabinets a day. Not just installs, but like actual like cabinets, prying on disconnects, things like that. Let contractors borrow my tools a lot. This is a really cool tool. It's not sharp in your pocket. It's not going to tear up your leather seats if you forget to pull it out. It's not the shortest, but it's not the longest either. And this is basically dull in your pocket. This has a lot going for it. The grip feels not like a Klein. The grip feels familiar like a Klein, but it's a completely different experience with this grip. I wonder if it's just mine or is it everybody's. I almost want to buy another. I like this so much. I almost want to buy another one just to know. Like, it's hard to explain, guys. If you push right here, these are extra tall. So that's like really cushiony too. Smaller handle, a little bit of cushion there. This one's always kind of historically been like a nice feeling screwdriver. Something about this. It's just got a lot of room to grab. It just made a really comfortable screwdriver. I'm using this. This is borderline as small as I can go for a screwdriver handle. And man, this is so great. I can't wait to see how this thing holds up. Very cushiony. Very impressive. Again, that's the 32306 INS. I got it on Amazon. I'll leave you guys a link down below. Right now, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Why I didn't get a 10? I don't know. It's really good. It's really good. Nervous about the handles. Very impressive. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. You got any questions about this thing? We can do all kinds of stuff with it. Hit that like button, sub for more. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.